Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 4 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottoman Empire, and we are playing with the Rights of Man DLC. We're currently at war with both Genoa and the Golden Horde because we vassalized Crimea and Crimea were in those two wars. We shouldn't have any problems winning these battles. I am having a lot of issue constantly trying to chase down this Golden Horde army, but I think we will get it overall. Actually looks like we might catch them. We've got a really good leader there, so we should wreck them without too much of a problem. A close member of the family of our ruler has proven utterly naive and keeps telling foreigners vital information publicly. This is technically treason, but executing a member of royalty might cause unrest. So we can lose 10 prestige, or we can get compromised spy defense for 20 years. I think we can afford the prestige hit, so let's go ahead and take that. There will be a lot of people trying to fabricate on us. We didn't quite get a stack wipe there, but let's chase them down to their capital, because that is probably where they are going. Although they might be heading further north, actually. Where exactly are you going? You just going up there? Well, if you're just going up there, we'll move in and stack wipe you. Rigorous researchers. Academic institutions are not immune to corruption, and the profits that can be made by abusing positions of great influence can stand in the way of creating a good environment for research. However, Ottoman scientists are largely above this, focusing on genuine intellectual achievements above titles and financial contributions. The lack of corruption in society allows us to explore and invent without being impeded by selfish interests. So we gain 40 monarch points across the board. Now they did unfortunately get themselves a reinforcement tick there, but it was still not enough to stop them getting stack wiped. So let's go in and take their capital. They are getting in a few more units around, but we're not too bothered by that. We've got this annoying little stack up here of troops that have taken Cyprus. They are trying to build up a bit more of an army. I think if we can go ahead and get our leader in here, we would be attacking into the highlands, which is usually a bad idea. Let's go and give you our leader, though. He's actually assigned now. The leader is in hostile territory and cannot be assigned, so that's a new thing that they've changed. You always used to be pull somebody out, be able to pull leaders out of hostile territory. Also now, when leaders win battles, depending on how much military tradition or army tradition they actually gain from winning, they can gain some traits. So this guy has earned a couple. He's got inspirational leader, which is 10% morale recovery speed, and yeah, just telling us his gender there. But yeah, so he's actually got that. So we need to sort of get him out if we want to bring him back down here. What is our force limit now? It's still only gone up by one more. I guess one more infantry would not be a terrible idea. But we will need to get some more units down here if we want any chance of dealing with that. I guess we don't really need our leader up here. These guys have got no army now. Let's go ahead and just break off like one cavalry. This should automatically have our leader. No, it's not working that way, which is annoying. So let's try it the other way around. We want to break off everybody except one cavalry. So now you should have the leader. Why is it whichever way round I do it, it doesn't have the leader on the side that I want? We'll just have to wait then, I guess. It's very annoying. I can never get it to work the correct way around here. They've only got a couple of forts, so taking stuff from them shouldn't be too bad. Request for military access from Switzerland. I guess we can say yes. There's no reason not to. Crimea's helping us siege some stuff out over here. They are starting to rebuild their army, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we are taking a hit to our manpower, which is annoying. Let's make sure that we keep fabricating over here. There's only one more province that we can fabricate on, but we should definitely go ahead and do that. Let's also try and improve our relations a little bit more with Tunis. I mean, it's already quite high anyway. But you can never have too many improved relations, so let's work on that. Genoa constantly dropping troops off here, so we need to sort that out. But I want to be out of this war with the Golden Horde as soon as possible. So hopefully we're going to be able to get these sieges. Let's go and detach a siege here and just go off and try and squish some of these stacks. Unfortunately, Zone of Control is being a real pain. It also looks like they've built another fort there, which I don't think they had before. So Crimea are helping out with some stuff. As both influential landowners and the traditional warrior classes in our state, the Umera have not fared well lately. Through a combination of excessive infighting and poorly coordinated power plays, the Umera have lost influence in Constantinople and may have retired to their properties in the countryside. So they lose some influence for a while. That is fine. We've won that siege over there, so we can probably just go in and march on you guys. Might be a little bit risky there, but we can always bring you down to reinforce, because we are crossing a river. Although we do just seem to be generally a lot stronger than they are. So that is fine. This Genoa can't really bother us with any additional ships right now. Okay, so let's group you up, detach a siege, and then we'll move out. We'll start bringing our troops home so we can deal with Genoa. Because, yeah, they are getting quite a few troops down here now, which I dislike greatly. What have you got here? 6 lights and 8 transports. I still have just 11 galleys, but this still counts as an inland sea. So it might be enough to sink some of your ships. Speaking of ships, we definitely need to get some more on the go. Let's go ahead and get a few lights, because we would like to be able to protect trade. And as good as galleys are for fighting, they're really not all that good for protecting trade. So we definitely want to... well, we're going to be at our limit that way. So what have we gained up here? Let's move you into this province. We still haven't managed to take the capital yet, which is unfortunate. But that is fine. We have now managed to do that. So let's go ahead and piece them out. I don't really want anything from them. We couldn't afford to vassalize them. Let's just get like war reps from them and literally just take all of their money. Do you have any treaties that we'd like to annul? Let's just annul all of your treaties. Yeah, that's fine. So we lost quite a few men in combat. And even more to attrition. Let's get all of these guys out and back to friendly territory. Surprisingly enough, they're not black flagged. I really expected that they would be. Let's go and get our transports over here. We'll start bringing these guys back. The Genoese have got a big stack over here now, which I don't really like. But we should be able to deal with that. I'm not too sure where their ships went. I think maybe we scared them off. But let's try and start getting some people home, particularly our general if we can. Now, he is in friendly territory now, so that won't be too much of a problem. So let's group you together, put you on the ships. The ships can go and drop you off over here in Adern. So you're actually in farmlands as well. It's probably the worst province you could be trying to siege. So I'm quite happy with that. We'll just move in behind them and take that out. It'll take us a little while to get in there, so we'll move in. So, unfortunately, it does have a fort on there now. Oh, they're actually trying to move back in on me, are they? Well, that's fine. We're going to land in Adern and then move in behind them. We should hopefully be defending. No, they've decided to change their mind. We actually landed on top of them there. I wasn't expecting that. And we haven't got our leader either. However, it's not making much of a difference. Let's go ahead and take the transports back. Pick the rest of the guys up. So we can't actually put our leader in charge because we are currently in combat. So we're going to take a little bit of a hit to our manpower there. But we did win the battle. Unfortunately for them, they've now got nowhere they can go. Let's just go and make sure that we've got our leader in charge here, because then we get the morale recovery speed. And then you are going to... Where are you actually heading? Oh, you're going down there because you've actually got a... you've got a little stronghold. We do need to take that back. So let's move down there. At least this didn't have time to build up its fort. So we've lost one of our rivals. We can grab a tech, which is admin. We should definitely do that. We will need some admin points for coring, but that should be fine. Now, once we get this, they'll definitely have nowhere to go. It was a stack wipe. So let's get the rest of you guys back home. To Constantinople. So, I guess what we want to do now is just go and try and take out the rest of Genoa. I mean, we could... This is an excellent opportunity to even grab a couple of provinces over here. It'd cause us... mind you, we won't be able to core it, I don't think, because it's not within colonial range. Colonial trade regions... Where are we? Diplomatic. I was used to be able to see colonial range somewhere. Government, rebels, dynastic, trade, manpower, colonial. Effective distance is this province cannot be colonized, true, but our colonial range is 160, and its effective distance is 121.4. So we should be able to call them. I think. Just trying to remember. That's exactly how it works now. We'll give it a try. We need to take this stuff back. Let's go ahead and have a little bit of... let's go and repair these guys up first. Because we will definitely want to escort our transports. Let's just go and move down here with our transports. So we are in a good position to go and attack. I'm assuming they probably don't have much of an army left now. Now the question is, do we want to try and take them out or do we want to vassalize them? How many relations do we still have left? This change of screen here is making things a little bit confusing for me now. I don't really like it. Where's my number of relations? It's here. 3 of 4. So we could still potentially get another one. And we could stop guaranteeing Ragusa, so that's not really an issue. As soon as those ships are repaired... we probably want to come out here and start blockading. In fact, if we just... can we not just detach the damaged ones? Repair damaged ships. And then all of the ones that aren't damaged, you guys go over there and blockade. So that'll help things out. I don't think they're going to land too many more troops over here. I don't think they're going to be able to go and take anything back over there. Crimea's still sitting around in Golden Horde territory for whatever obscure reason I do not know. Look at Albania's generals, a 555. Absolutely disgusting. So yeah, we are blockading. Hopefully we'll get this pretty quick. We do not need that many men there either, so let's move out of it. Again, not keeping my eye on things like that. We can become Defender of the Faith. We could do, but I'm not necessarily sure that we want to. Again, we can't actually get a decent core, so why bother? We've got a few ships now that are finishing up. Let's all just get you out into this sea zone, and then we can just group you all together. So lights aren't as good as galleys for combat in inland seas, but they're not terrible, so we don't mind. We are at our force limit, actually slightly over our force limit in terms of navy. Maybe we actually won a naval combat somewhere. I think we actually gained a transport, to be honest. It looks like that's what happened. So let's just go ahead. Well, actually, you can be over your naval force limit. That's not really going to hurt us. Austria has announced us as a rival. That's nice of them. So let's just go ahead and keep all of you guys together. You guys are all going to join up as well. I guess what we can do is... oh, we've got this Blabbermouth again, have we? Do we want to take the prestige hit? I guess we can afford to. Let's stop helping with the blockade. Let's just go over here and siege out the rest of Genoa and see what we're able to take from them. I just want to make sure that I've got a bit of an escort for my transports here. So we'll put you on the transports, put the transports out to sea. We're going to group you up together with the actual navy. Corsica, of course, also belongs to Genoa. So we'd have to land over there as well. Let's make sure I'm unpaused. This will make life a bit easier. So we're going over there with our good general. I really don't know what they have left. I doubt they've got much, to be honest. And I think Genoa are the only ones that are still in the fight. Genoa currently have 1,000 men, so they've got a 1-stack somewhere. And yeah, it is just Genoa that is in there. I mean, they're already down to like no war enthusiasm whatsoever. But if we can actually take some of their provinces from them, then that'll be fantastic. Once again, I keep pausing the game because it's almost like a force of habit now. They've got a 2-stack over there. They do have a navy. Let's just go and attempt to drop straight into their capital if we can. Because if they're just going to go and sit over here in Albania and not actually defend their capital, then that's fine. They do have a little bit of a navy. They've got some lights, they've got some galleys, but some of that number is made up by transports. So we do want to stay here to try and blockade. Gain some piety and some prestige. Sure, why not? Let's get a bit more piety. We've won this siege down here now. That's fantastic. So they'll lose even more war score. Just want to try and see how much we can get from them. Let's make sure we've got this turned off, so we can save up a little bit more. Can we get any new buildings? We have teched up a couple of times. We can go ahead and get some mosques. 40% local tax modifier. It's definitely worth getting one of those in Constantinople. It's a huge amount of additional income. We can get one in Edirne, because that's also pretty high. People fabricating against us. What have we got next? It's probably like 0.16. 0.16. How much money have we got? I don't want to burn through everything that I've got. He says as he burns through everything he's got. But we are still making money, so that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can actually siege out the capital here. Out of interest, what would they be willing to give us right now? So, if we wanted to... See, we can take this, so I assume if we can take it, we could core it. Some of this stuff is part of the HRE, so it would really annoy the Emperor. Not that that would ever concern me. We can't vassalize them because they're too big. I mean, we could take all of the non-HRE stuff, I suppose. Imagine if we had this land, though. It would certainly give us the ability to fabricate on some more people. So I think it's probably worth... We'll try and see what we can take. Obviously, we want to take all of this. This is our primary concern. We want to take that. We also want to take this here. And then we'll have a look and see if we can afford to grab anything else. Looks like Granada is actually still in existence. That's quite surprising. Let's go ahead and keep doing conversions where we can. We can get another military tech. Well, that's absolutely fine. We'll get more combat width, more supply limit, more infantry and cavalry shock. We're not over in terms of tech. Now, we do have newer unit types available, but we're not going to take them right now because to do so would be a little bit silly, because that would mean that we'd have 0 morale on our stacks, and obviously we're in a war, so that's not the ideal thing to do. And then we might have to go and sort of fabricate some claims against Wallachia up here or Serbia and stuff like that. I guess we can go and start building a spy network up here. We can't get any more claims against the Timurids, I don't think, or the Mamluks, sorry. Yeah, we've got all of the claims that we can there, so let's just go ahead and pull you back. There isn't really any sense in you sitting there for now. I mean, there is when we attack, because the bigger your spy network, the faster you siege. Despite taking some attrition here for actually doing a hostile siege, we are still gaining a little bit of manpower. To fully reinforce your armies, you need 0 men, so even though we're not taking that much attrition... it's only 1%, so that's not too bad. We prefer to be taking no attrition, but of course you're always going to take some attrition on a hostile siege. They are building up their stack, which is quite annoying. I'm hoping that the capital falls quickly, and then we can go and squash that stack before it really has a chance to make a nuisance of itself, I think. Do we actually want to get any trade buildings? Because we can get a marketplace. What's going on down here? Right, you are being annoying. Why can't you get there? We'll go and move in. They do have a leader, which is a little bit unfortunate. Do you know what? We can have an extra leader. Let's go and get one. Let us hire another leader. Hope he's decent. Is a 1-2-1. That is pretty shockingly bad. However, it's better than no leader, so we'll go ahead and move him in. We've won the Siege of Genoa. Fantastic. So let's take you right now, move you in over here. Unfortunately, our ships are getting a beating again. But they're at 99%. Their army's about to get wiped. And it is because it's got nowhere to go. We've also beat them in naval combat. We might as well get this siege anyway. Why not? It'll be easy enough to do. Not a problem there at all. We did manage to beat those rebels. We need to siege this back anyway. Again, taking massive attrition because I've got a huge stack there that I don't need to have. Well, I was going to detach a siege, but by the time I'd found the key on the keyboard, we were already out of there. We're actually getting the call for peace now anyway, and we do have this, so that's what we wanted to do. So let's go ahead now. We are going to sue for peace. We're going to take the ones that we obviously want, which is this one here. And we want to take these 3 over here. They will gladly do that. They would actually give up their capital. And we could take Corsica as well. And just leave them with one tiny little province left. And take a little bit of money from them. It's a little bit risky. I'm sure we can core this. If we couldn't core it, it wouldn't let us take it. I'm fairly certain. Now that does give us quite a lot of aggressive expansion. And we could end up with quite the coalition against us. So I think we don't take those. It would have been a nice idea, but having a massive coalition this early on is not fantastic. But now we've actually saved a little bit. We will definitely go and take some more reparations from them and a lot more money. Can we get them to annul any treaties? I'd like them to annul their treaty with Austria. And then we might be able to pull them into a war again by attacking the Golden Horde later on. So, unfortunately, we didn't get everything that we would have liked, but I think it is a better decision. I know there are a lot of people, and I see them commenting on other people playing EU4, saying you peace out too early, and not generally comments made to me, but people in general telling people that they peace out too early and they should have waited for a 100% war score and they should have taken 100% worth of land. Sometimes it's just not worth the hassle of doing it, and it's better to take less, get a shorter truce, recover your manpower, and not have as much aggressive expansion. So we lost 14,000 troops and 5 ships, compared to their 33,000 troops and 13 ships, so I'm quite happy with that. We've got some more coring that we need to do now. We can actually afford to get it all done, so we'll work on that. Gives us some more corruption. Too few rivals. Got the Mamluks, we've got Venice. Not too sure who we probably want next. Probably is going to be Hungary. So let's go and get them rivaled. That means we will need to go and we'll wait for our diplomat to come back, because we will need to go and sort that out. We also need to pick up our troops. So let's just go and get you on the ships. Bring you home because you're black flagged. So we'll just wait for that diplomat. Lost our CB against Genoa, that is fine. Got a CB against Hungary though. We want to embargo. So let's go ahead and do that. Got a potential rebel uprising, Moria, so we'll have to have a look at that. And yeah, power projection. Embargoing Hungary, embargoing the Mamluks, we're missing one. Who else are we rivaled with? Venice. We are not embargoing Venice because we had a truce with them. Again, we need to wait for that diplomat to come back. So let's go and embargo Venice. We are starting to get a coalition against us. It was expected. Murian separatists, where are you guys going to pop? Morea, which is... you're this one down here, aren't you? So let's go ahead and send the army down there to go and cover that. They're only at 80%. You guys are on the ships. So we make sure all the fleet is together, and it is. Let's go and bring you back home to Constantinople. We'll have to spend some time rebuilding, but we will do that in the next episode. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.